Hey guys, welcome back to our craft video. Now, we are going to make our watercolor seahorse for the book that we just read, Mr. Seahorse. All right? And as you can see, we have Caylynn back with us today, and she's going to be our watercolorer today. She's going to be our artist. So the supplies that you're going to need for this is going to be a seahorse that is cut out of newspaper. You're going to need a piece of construction paper, whatever color you choose. You are going to need a paintbrush, a little cup of water to wipe the paint off of your paintbrush, and you're going to need a set of watercolors. Okay? See that? And you're going to need a glue stick. To get started, Caylynn is going to glue her seahorse onto her piece of construction paper. Okay? You want to glue it on there really good because you're going to be painting around it. Okay, so now we've got all of our glue on there. So now you just flip it over and glue it onto your piece of paper. Good job. All right, so here's what it should look like. Okay? So now all we do is we take our paintbrush, and to make your watercolors paint, you have to add water onto the top of your watercolors. So Caylynn's going to add some water onto the top of her watercolors, whichever color she chooses to use. And then you just paint. You paint all around it. You paint on the seahorse to make it look like it's watercolored with all kinds of different colors, okay? And as you're painting, you're going to notice that the newspaper does not get covered up because your watercolors is just going to give the paper a hint of color. So you're still going to get all those designs from the newspaper, but you're also going to have the color of your watercolors on top of it. So you can mix and match your colors, because just like in Mr. Seahorse, because he is made and colored to look like watercolors, he is all different colors. See him there? So you can choose to make your seahorse one color, two colors, or all the colors. So Caylynn's going to go for a rainbow color. And each time you use a color, if you want to use a different color, then you need to wipe that paint off of your paintbrush. So that's the reason you need this little cup of water. so that you can clean your paintbrush off. And there's no wrong or right way to paint this. You can do it with designs on it. You can just paint stripes on it. Or you can do blocks. So you can paint this any way that you want to paint it. Because all seahorses are different colors. They have different shapes to them. Okay, so Caylynn's almost finished coloring or painting her seahorse. Okay, guys. So this is what her seahorse looks like so far. See how you still have the design of the seahorse. You still see the designs and the words of the newspaper. But now it looks like a rainbow with all them different watercolors. Now you can leave it like this, or if you want to, you can go in and take your watercolors, and maybe we want it to look like it is swimming in the ocean, like it's on a nice sunny day and it's just drifting through the waters. Okay, so Caylynn, why don't you add some waves at the bottom of the bottom? Okay, so add another wave down there. All right, so now the seahorse looks like he is swimming in the water, just drifting along in the waves. So now we are going to add some water bubbles, because maybe he's up towards the top of the ocean and he's blowing bubbles as he's breathing. So Caylynn, let's add some different colored bubbles. Yep. And we're going to add all kinds of different colored bubbles. Since when the sunlight hits the bubbles, they make them all different colors. Okay, a couple more bubbles. There you go. All right. So there is Caylynn's seahorse. Her watercolor seahorse that looks like he is drifting along in the ocean and blowing bubbles at the top of the ocean. All right. So if you guys liked this craft and you guys want to make this craft, You can either gather the supplies at your house if you have them. But if you don't have the supplies at your house, then you can come to the library, tell us that this is the craft that you want to make, and we can give you all the supplies that you need to make this craft, okay? So if you guys do make this craft, we would love to see your seahorse and how you make your watercolors look. So we would ask that you would post it on Facebook or send us a picture of it. And you guys have a great rest of the day as you're drifting through the water, just like the seahorse. All right? So you guys have a great rest of the day, and we will see you all at our next story time. Bye.